LeBron coming to LA. Where there's a will, there's a way. I will find a crack. I will find an excuse to jump all over him. As far as him coming to Los Angeles, I think him and Kyle Kuzma is the key. Him and Kyle Kuzma will be two peas in a pod. I think he's going to love Kuzma. Kuzma had a great rookie season. The Lakers are going to the Western Conference Finals, for sure.
All right. That was our friend Michael Rapaport last summer. I think it said July there. So after LeBron came to LA. Michael, when you hear that, how disappointed are you in this Lakers season?
I will say this. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on Shannon Sharp. I am not disappointed. I blame myself, but let me just go over some of the lowlights of this season. The Lakers lost the first 3 games of the season, gave 143 points to the Spurs. Should have known there, the Rondo CP3 spitgate. You don't go to protect your teammates, you go to protect your fellow banana boat guy. You serenaded a Boston Celtic. Bob Cousy and Dave Cowens shed a tear. Elgin Baylor and Jerry West were ashamed. And then he led Anthony Davis astray.
He did.
That wasn't his agent. That was LeBron James. If I was Anthony Davis, I would fire Rich Paul as my agent. He made Anthony Davis, who's beloved. He made Anthony ask for a trade. Ask for a trade. We'll get it worked out. And then Anthony Davis became a distraction. The irony is, right now, LeBron James is playing more minutes a game than Anthony Davis. Shame. Shame. He claimed himself to be the GOAT. The best thing since the All-Star break has been the signing of Andre Ingram and the entire Laker team running around the gym like 9th grade cheerleaders when Lance Stevenson made a guy fall. And then to top it off, he had his trainer. Because you know, if you're a big star, you have people sign non-disclosures. So his trainer tweeted out or Instagrammed out a whole thing about the pain he suffered.
And physical therapist.
His physical therapist about the pain he suffered. Why didn't Paul George's physical therapist or Gordon Hayward's physical therapist, these guys broke their legs in half. No one tweeted out the pain they suffered. But LeBron James did. And then
they missed the entire season.
Then you don't think they went through pain and suffering? This guy had a little groin injury. He missed, and she said, well, if he should have missed 6 months, he only missed 6 weeks. Well, share with us what he did. Is he that much dedicated to really? He's doing TV shows and he's that much more dedicated. The whole thing is shenanigans. This season, oh no, this season is not how the West is won. It's been a disaster. And I'm going to tell you something. I was going to bring my broom, the same broom that I brought to Cleveland. Okay, and the same broom that I brought to Golden State last year, and I was going to bring it here because this mess needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be cleaned. No one's coming to the Lakers. No one wants to be around this toxic environment.
I didn't know this about you when I first met you. I thought you were a good guy, but I see it. It's all in you. This haterism. You've been around Skip far too long, and that's the exact same shirt he had on July 10th, 2018.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Wait, was it the shirt in the clip?
It was pretty similar.
I thought that was a statement that you were making.
It's your look.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you know.
You didn't know that?
You rock it.
I thought that was on purpose.
Go ahead, Skip. Go ahead. I don't want to speak behind you.
Who is going to come in and save the day? Jimmy Butler? You guys, this is going to go like this. No one wants to be around this time.
Yeah, I get it. You feeling good because you think you're going to get Kyrie and KD and you're going to get the ping pong ball and get Zion, whatever.
You saw the words come out of my mouth. I thought they were going to make the Western Conference Finals. Shame on me.
You hater.
Shame on me.
So I hate to pile on, but
no, you don't.
Do it. Jump on them.
Sure.
Get on the pile.
A few nights ago, this happened, and this man texted me and said, the shame of this. But Lance danced on Jeff Green. If we could see this, he stepped on his foot. So Jeff Green went falling into the lane. So it wasn't like you crossed him over. And the entire, as you just mentioned, the Lakers. They're clowning the Los Angeles Lakers. It has come to this for the Lakers.
Everybody does
Jeff
this,
Green
Skip.
dunks on Dragan Bender, and their bench says, oh, we'll do what the Lakers did. They're just making fools of the Los Angeles Lakers
Will
bench.
Chamberlain is turning over in his grave. He's ashamed. No, he is ashamed of it.
But here's the thing. everybody does this. When James Harden hit the step back or he's dancing on people, everybody runs on the court. This is not new to the Lakers. You want to get down on the Lakers because they're not in the playoffs. You wouldn't say anything if they were in the playoffs. They're not. They had a
You know what they're not? And you know what, Shannon? For some reason, every day, and I'm a fan. I am a fan of this show. I watch this show when I'm not on. I'm excited to be here. For some reason, Shannon Sharp, you keep bringing up when the Lakers were the 4th seed, That was a couple of days after the Los Angeles Clippers were the 1 seed. Hey, you're talking about when the Lakers were the 4th seed. When was that? Last year.
No.
It was literally
It never happened this year.
Last year.
But
the Clippers were the number 1 seed a couple of days before that.
They were also the 5th, 6th, and 7th. They were in the playoffs. Okay.
Stock dropping.
But this notion that LeBron James is a bum all of a sudden.
He's not a bum. Look what he's done to the Lakers this year. It's been a mess.
He's done to those Lakers?
This is what he's done.
If you don't mind me asking.
He quit on them, they quit on him.
Tell me what those players that's on this team that he brought in here, can you tell me what they did at their previous stops?
Who? You mean the players that he brought in? The Rondo, the guy with the ring?
Magic and
so he just works there. They don't say, hey, LeBron, Mr. GOAT. By the way, he declared himself the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
Mr. GOAT, what do you think of this guy? Do you get along with Rondo? Do you get along with
Hashtag Big Horn Sheep.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You know better. You know the details. You know the behind-the-scenes
Let me ask you a
things.
question. Your first movie,
Yes.
you didn't ask for a whole lot. You was like, okay, whatever you want to do. Okay, we take our break now. Now that you've been proficient at it, now you ask things. So LeBron,
That's right. And I'm not even LeBron James, so I do ask things.
But LeBron goes to a different location. You got to hold back. You like, okay.
Oh, I just work here. Okay, I just show up. I just work here. And where do we show up? And okay.
That's how Jenny was. When Jenny used to fill in, she was like, oh, how you? Yeah, sure.
How did I get brought into this?
In his first movie, he won Mira Sorvino the Academy Award.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
One of my first.
It was not your very first.
Yeah,
but that was a Woody Allen.
And I showed up on set humble. Now I ask questions. But I'm not Brad Pitt. I'm not Leonardo DiCaprio.
Why you asking questions then?
But Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, they dictate the schedule. They dictate the co-stars, just like LeBron James does.
Don't do that.
You know that they don't just like, oh, LeBron, we're going to get this person, get that person.
Steven Spielberg is in charge of the movie. He says who's going to be in it.
No, he's going to talk to Leonardo and he's going to say, what do you think of this?
LeBron is not in charge of casting.
Yes, he is.
He left that up to Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson.
He's in charge of casting. He's in charge of casting for the NBA.
I think you know better. You have to, what do all the GMs say? You have to give the keys to the kingdom when you sign this guy because he and all of his advisors.
He's a Denzel.
Yeah.
I just want to do my part. And hopefully the movie turns out great.
Yeah, Denzel just shows up. He doesn't have any say in things. That's why Pat Riley was like, nah, we're not having that. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and that's why he's crying. Oh, I can't believe he left me high and dry.
Oh, that's theatrics. He learned that in L.A. at acting class.
How's he doing? How Pat Riley doing? How the playoffs going? How the finals going?
So Shannon Sharp, that midnight that Magic showed up at the door, right?
It was 11 a.m. You started the park driveway for an hour.
Oh, you got that? You got those details.
Okay.
You got those details.
So that night, Magic surely said, I'm thinking about bringing in Rondo and Lance and maybe Michael Beasley. You don't think he said that? That's what they were talking about, the formation of LeBron's Lakers.
Said, but LeBron probably asked, they say, man, look here, bro. I want to come to the Lakers. Tell me what your vision is. How we going to put this thing together?
Okay.
How are we going to assemble a team that can take down Golden State?
Okay.
How are we going to do that?
And so Magic says this, and this. And LeBron, I guess, said,
no,
good.
And Magic said, look here.
Like it.
He said, we're going to really go hard after Paul George in 2018. But if we don't get Paul, it was last year, 2018.
Yeah. Okay. Go now.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
He says, now, if we don't get Paul in 2018, we still going to have max space available. And 2019 is the year of KD, Kyrie, Kawhi.
They're not coming.
Will you hush?
None of them are coming.
We're going to make a run at one of those guys. And now if we can get one of those guys and pair them with a $10 million guy, now we're going to be on something to LeBron. Can you give me a year? LeBron said, I'll give you a year. I believe I can get this team to the playoffs even with whatever you put around me. It didn't happen. He hurt his groin, but don't worry about it. All setbacks.
So LeBron said that night, I don't care what you put around me this coming year.
I just work here, guys.
Right?
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
I don't think he said that.
Remember Tupac's biggest album, what happened? After he got out of Clinton Correctional Institute. All eyes on me.
Oh, this is his Tupac moment?
2019, all eyes on me.
Can I quote you? That is a bunch of bull. bull jive. You know it's bull jive. If it smells like bull jive, acts like bull jive, it's bull jive. You know the beginning of the end is happening. None of those dudes are coming to the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's what you're
No one wants to be around that toxic environment.
You know, went to New Orleans and got your little voodoo doll, but it's not going to work.
Oh, my God. You say he doesn't control the Lakers. He tried to control the New Orleans Pelicans.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Anthony Davis went to him in the beginning of the year and told him he wanted out. He wanted to keep it behind the scenes, but they didn't want to give in to his wishes. He no longer wanted to play there.
Oh, you got that. You know those behind the scene things.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
If I was Anthony Davis, that's how I would have handled it.
Listen, it's been a mess. I thought they were going to be in the Western
Conference Finals. I know it's a mess. The Knicks are a mess. Let's talk about them.
Let's change the subject off LeBron James.
But LeBron James gonna make you and you eat them words in 2019 and 2020. That's for certain.
If he's still playing, if his body holds up, and I really hope it does. I don't wish that on any athlete. If his body holds up, I mean, he was complaining about a groin injury. He had his physical therapist send out a tweet about it.
First of all, that's not his personal physical therapist.
Oh, you did it. You don't know what a non-disclosure is. You don't think anybody that's touching LeBron James that was another design thing.
Plant out.
First of all,
Hashtag plant.
The way I look at it like this here. I mean, you're not going to blow the lady up. Why would you go, I did not know this lady. I did not give her authorization. You don't do things like that.
You don't?
She's very well respected in the Beverly Hills area. You know that, Skip Bayless.
I told you that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well,
so she got authority. Why don't you say something about LeBron and all the pain he went through? Okay, I'll send this tweet out.
I'll do this.
You know what? Stop it.
Okay, well, Shannon said the Knicks are a mess, but what about the Giants? So we're going to talk about them next. What are they doing at their quarterback position?